Huge happy news today. YouTube responded directly to me, provided some more details, and has answered the call of all of you. I'll go through that in just 1 minute. Brief recap of everything. A couple days ago, I believe it was the 26th or 27th of January, a YouTuber by the name of Iger, Vtuber Translations, uploaded a video cataloging a significant number of Vtuber demonetizations. Now, what is a Vtuber? Well, it's one of those like kind of hard to describe things. If we look at the actual videos, what they really are is just an avatar. And they do music videos or they do live streams. Some of their channels are gigantic. This one has 2.7 million. This one's got 72,000. This one's got 225,000. HoloLive's got almost 200K. This translation channel's got tens of thousands. And in this video, talking about Matsuri, for example, and you can see a list of them. Noel, Choco subchannel, Choco, Aki subchannel, Hato, Mel, Matsuri. These are all channels that were demonetized, just that we know of at the time of this. Well, I made a video about it, and you all did what is amazing, and you mobilized. You left a like on the video, you left a comment on the video, and you retweeted the video taking in Team YouTube. That's what we're going to do here, but I have excellent news instead, so we're going to say thank you to Team YouTube. Be kidding. Following up, a number of VTubers have been reinstated to the YouTube Partner Program, and we've shared feedback with our review teams to help prevent this in the future. We're so sorry for the frustration it caused. Thanks again for bringing this to our attention. That, my friends, is a flawless victory. Not only did they get this issue fixed in a matter of days, but they publicly replied to us because we were so loud about it and said, hey, look, not only did we fix it, but we've changed the system going forward. Now, what was that system that I believe led to the demonetization? Well, quite simply, these channels have an avatar and their backgrounds can often look similar. And what happens is a lot of these channels have other sub-channels that do translations for them. Oftentimes, there's very few English-speaking channels. Most of them are Japanese. They're very popular in Japan, which means they'll probably be popular here in the US in another 5 years. But most of the people speak Japanese, so it's actually a pretty decent service industry to be translating these videos and doing highlight reels for these videos so people in the West can understand them. What I think had happened was that the bot saw so many translations and so many versions of the exact same thing, it just lumped them all together as what they called at the time reused content. Even though not only are basically the clip channels not what I would consider reused content, but they're also adding value in fair use by providing translations and cutting highlights and things like that. As far as I can understand, the actual VTubers themselves, this is good for them, right? It's a mutually beneficial relationship. It allows them to grow their brand, allows them to grow their, their Patreons and their subscriber bases and build a bigger live stream. This is a space that I had no idea even existed until I got a random email from one of you. To Team YouTube, I reply, thank you for listening. I know you get a lot of heat, but I know there are people who are working behind the scenes. Team YouTube replies again. Of course, even if it takes some time on our end, we're always doing our best to make things right as soon as we're aware. Really appreciate all that you and so many creators and fans do to help the community. We'll be here for y'all whenever you need us. This is wholesome. This is really good to see. This is not the first time that we've mobilized, tried to go about things the right way. And make no mistake about it, I'm not exactly going to say, okay, because you did this one thing, everything else is forgiven. No, but it's not a productive way to live to constantly not give credit where credit is due. And in this case, the people behind the Team YouTube account not only responded directly to us, which they never have to do, but they also provided us evidence of an actual solution. I don't know how often that happens, but this is a big deal. And allow me to get kind of a little emotional here. I had an Impossible Whopper earlier today, and that's why I feel my estrogen levels. It is so cool that here, most of my audience is in the United States. Not all of it. Most of it is. And we banded together to save a genre of creators that most of us had never heard of. Most of us can't understand. And by the way, those creators probably have no idea who we are. These AI, these VTubers will probably never know what was behind their remonetization, but it doesn't matter. This hits really, really close to me because, you know, losing the partner program is devastating. You know, Dankula has gone through this. Sargon's gone through this. My podcast with Dankula and Bering has gone through this. And it sucks. I know there's a lot of black pillars out there like, man, get a real job. Yeah, okay, fine. All right, fine. But for many people, YouTube is their job. And it is absolutely a real job. And to be fired from that job with no notice, no explanation, I wouldn't be surprised if it drove people over the edge. When you YouTube, when you make this decision to commit as much time to this as some people do, it is all consuming. It's everything. I can tell you, look, I still have a day job, and I'm still, from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed, on the job. And I know there are thousands of other creators with the same commitment. Some people do it for the money. Some people do it for the love. I do it for both. But most of all, I do it for the viewers, for the sense of community that I get. I don't really connect with a lot of people IRL. I've always kind of just gotten along with people online. I live in a small suburb. There are people that, like, I don't even wear my meme war veteran hat to the pub because there are like literal war veterans there that have no idea what a meme is and would probably be offended. It's like, but I'm okay with that because everybody out there, and this goes for, this is a feeling that I've gotten my entire life on YouTube. I've YouTubed for over 10 years. I've had a channel on fixing computers. Then it was on hobby grade remote control cards. Then it was on claw machines. Then it was on Magic the Gathering cards. Now it's on pop culture and things like that. But the only consistent between everything that mattered to me was the community. And this is just, we need to get these W's sometimes. For me, this is a W that I really needed. January has been exceedingly stressful here on YouTube. I don't know what's going to come in February. Everything with Kappa, the demonetization stuff, the yellow, all these problems. They feel a lot smaller when you get such a huge W. And take a minute, all of you, seriously. You did something for somebody, for people that don't know us. But we saved these people's jobs. And call me dramatic all you want. But until people have been in those shoes, who have, you know, lost everything they love in terms of like their hobbies or making a living, it's easy to point and laugh at that. I get the world has become so cynical. I refuse to be that way. I refuse to look at this and say, that this wasn't a massive win. I'm not going to let, all the other problems that YouTube has screw this up. We get to enjoy this today. All right? If you're constantly, but, you're never going to be happy. You got to take the W's when you can get them. You got to feel good. And we did something good here for anonymous avatars on the internet. I mean, I don't know what else to say. You guys have all risen up. When we had the cat guy, we've talked about with MXR Plays. These are just the recent stuff. Every year when I do Toys for Tots Drive, when we did Team Trees, my viewers and YouTube viewers in general are so good. And we're painted so often by the worst of us. But we know better. And I'm so happy that this was resolved quickly and with a positive outcome, because YouTubing, like I said, can be a job for some, but it's almost, there are probably only a few like soulless YouTube bots out there. Most people, it's yes, earning a living is awesome. Yes, growing your brand is awesome. Yes, selling t-shirts or doing this is all awesome. But YouTube is a way of life for a lot of people. And for me, absolutely. To have that taken away, that's difficult to understand. So thank you all. This is a huge win. Congratulations.